everyone. So I realized that I have not told you the story about when I was bitten by a tick, and the reason I haven't told that story is because there isn't really one. I have no memory whatsoever of being bitten by a tick or developing a bullseye rash. We can only assume that it happened at a certain time, at a certain place, based on certain events and when I got sick. So I'll tell that story, but just know that it could have been any time, anywhere, and we really have no idea. Because, again, like I said, I have no memory of being bitten by a tick, and I never developed a bullseye rash that I know of. And I just want to say, before I start the story, that ticks know no boundaries, so you could be bitten anywhere at any time. Hopefully you're not, but, you know, it is a possibility, because there are people out there that say Lyme disease is only prevalent in, you know, back east United States area, which is not true. That's where it may have first been discovered, in Lyme, Connecticut, but Lyme disease is all over the United States and other countries. Here's my story. So the summer before my freshman year of high school, my middle school class took a trip back east. You know, we went to New York, New Jersey, Washington, D.C., Pennsylvania. It was a fantastic trip. It was such an experience. I loved it. I'm so glad that I went. You know, we spent like 10 days out there doing so many different things and going to so many different places and experiencing so many new things. It was just awesome. It was a great trip. In Pennsylvania, we went to Gettysburg, you know, where the battle happened of Gettysburg. And it's a wooded area, and we spent an entire afternoon there just running around the woods and having fun, and it was great. We kind of assumed that's where I was bitten just because it seems to be make the most sense as far as area is concerned, because although ticks can be found in any part of the U.S., it is more likely to be bit by a tick in either the back east somewhere or on the west coast, but there could be, you know, ticks in your own backyard. We assumed that it was then just because when I got home from my trip a couple weeks later, I came down with the flu. Nothing too serious, you know, we didn't look into it. But then a couple months later is when all of my stomach problems started. So just based on those couple of things and the area that I was at, you know, when on my trip, just all of that put together, we just assumed that's when it was. But again, who really knows? It could have happened in my own backyard. It could have happened when I was on a trip in California. You know, I traveled a lot when I was younger, so it could have been at any time. We're just assuming that that's when it was. And really, that's my story about how and when I was bitten. It's not all that exciting just because who really knows in my case. So yeah, that's my story. Just wanted to share that with you guys in case you were interested. So, bye guys. New York and New Jersey, Washington, D.C., and Pennsylvania. That's where we went. So I realized that I didn't ever tell you about where I was bit or bitten. Where I was bitten. Hi Mom. Do you have a second? Okay, so I'm making a video talking about where I was bitten, but I'm confused as to whether or not I use bit or bitten in. Okay, so is bit never correct? Where I was when I was bitten. Okay, that makes sense. Alright, thank you. Bye. My mom's so smart.